I played a new-ish game this week, I Am Your Beast, and it surprised me. You see, it's a shooter, but it's not. Now, admittedly, I didn't do a lot of research on this one, I just kinda saw that it was overwhelmingly popular on Steam and dived right in, so maybe that's on me. But the thing about I Am Your Beast is, it is in fact a speedrunning game in disguise. You play as a man on a run, a guy who used to be an elite soldier, but then somehow eventually, far too late, found out about the military-industrial complex, and now has just become insufferable and decided that he wants to get away from it all. Of course, his handlers aren't too happy about this, so they send waves of significantly less elite troops into the forest to hunt him down, and you have to slaughter your way through them all to, I don't know, secure your freedom, I guess? You'll have to shoot, kick, stab, toss, and occasionally Goomba stomp people, get through the area, and live to fight another day. A lot of people are comparing this one to Hotline Miami, but come on guys, every game that has frenetic, irreverent violence and a kick-ass soundtrack isn't Hotline Miami. There are some distinct differences here. There's no psychedelic color scheme, there's no animal masks. Although while we're on the subject, I have to admit, both of these games have pretty awesome soundtracks, so definitely check that out if nothing else. The game will make you feel like John Wick if you nail it all, and make you feel like an absolute clown if you don't. I always think I have a plan when I walk into an area. I think I'll stomp this guy, take his gun, shoot this guy, throw a knife at this guy, but instead I wind up missing the jump, kicking air, throwing my gun away, and getting into a slap fight with a guy with a shotgun. And that'll make you feel a lot less like an action hero and a lot more like, well, me, if I myself were in a situation like that. Still, solid core gameplay, but of course that's just the veneer, because the real meat of it all underneath is the speedrunning aspect. Look, you're already an elite guy, you can tear through these guys like Kleenex, but the real challenge is, can you do it a little more quickly? You should accept the challenge, because you're a real gamer, damn it. At least I hope you are. And also, because if you don't, this game is like less than 5 hours long. I mean, get your money's worth, what are you doing? So yeah, go for it, I did, and that's really where the satisfaction comes in. Eventually. Of course, once you're on the clock, my planning brain goes right out the window, and it turns from a slaughter fest into a frantic, flailing, awkward succession of failures, just trying to shave fractions of seconds off of each run. Also, I learned the hard way that my 3D spatial awareness is kind of lacking. Not like awful, but man, when I'm in an environment and there's not a linear path, I just tweak out, man. I don't know what to do. So that was a little awkward at first, I'll admit. You might have similar difficulties depending on your proclivities. Still, I wasn't at a total loss due to some recent experience. You see, I played Neon White a few games ago, and that kinda set me up on this. Interestingly, another game that I've played recently that sneakily spoon-feeds you the speedrunning experience. I don't know if that's a trend or just coincidence, but I gotta say, it's weird that it's happened twice, right? I Am Your Beast sneaks the speedrunning to you, the way you might give a dog a pill by hiding it inside a lump of cheese, and you get to chewing on your super soldier slaughterfest, and then you find the pill of speedrunning delight hidden within, and then it's too late, it's got you. On the whole, solid game, no notes. Maybe a couple of notes. Why does throwing a knife set off an explosive barrel but not other thrown objects? Like, it's not a big deal. It's not. But it's weird, right? It's just a little, I don't know, that's just me. Also, if ever you feel useless, remember there was a guy whose job it was to design a mini-map for this game. I don't know when I'm supposed to look at this thing. When I'm sprinting through a level juggling 3 weapons, trying to shave seconds off of my time, the last thing I have to do is glance at a mini-map and try to come up with any kind of plan. But those few quirks aside, I have to say, I really like this game. I was taken aback at first, but I loved the challenge. What a delightful surprise this turned out to be. It's like if you went to a restaurant and they give you the wrong entree, but you're too much of a coward to complain, so you just eat it anyway, but it turns out it's also something you really like, and that's cool. So yeah, anyway, it wasn't what I was expecting, but it was a good game, and I really liked it, and you might like it too, and that's all I really had to say. Take care, everybody.